I'm National Investigative Correspondent Angie Moreski. Spotlight on America is here in Laredo, Texas, to bring you an update on an invisible threat we've been reporting on for several years, impacting the health of communities around the country. You love this one.
Yes, that was his 8th grade picture.
Maria Salazar cherishes the time she had with her son Manny.
Right after the picture, that's when he got cancer.
He was just 13 when they got the devastating news no parent can bear to hear.
Your son has one kind of a cancer. It breaks you. It breaks you.
Manny spent the next 3 years battling not just one, but ultimately 3 different types of cancer until this funny, creative, always polite young man lost his fight.
I couldn't believe it. It felt numbed.
At the time, in 2019, Maria had no idea her home sat within 2 miles of a facility emitting a toxic, cancer-causing gas into the air around them. Ethylene oxide, or ETO, was classified by the Environmental Protection Agency as a carcinogen in 2016. It's a colorless gas used to sterilize medical equipment at nearly 100 facilities across the country, including this one, Midwest Sterilization, close to the neighborhood where Maria lived. In 2022, the EPA designated Midwest and 22 other facilities nationwide as high risk to nearby communities due to high levels of ETO emissions. Also in 2022, a study by the Texas Department of State Health Services found cancer clusters in Laredo, including breast cancer, leukemia, and non-Hodgkin lymphoma, statistically significantly higher than expected cancer rates in Texas.
My feelings were anger. I got so angry.
Maria has no way to know if ETO emissions had any part in Manny's cancer, but can't help but raise the question after learning about the risk.
These are kids that were in the same high school as my son, fighting cancer.
And realizing several students at Manny's high school also had cancer at the same time he did. These t-shirts made for fundraising walks to support them.
It's not fair for my son, it's not fair for my neighbors, it's not fair for all the kids.
Now, after years of delays, the EPA finalized new emissions regulations this past April designed to reduce by 90% the amount of ETO spewing into communities like Laredo.
Blue ones are the ones that EPA said were high risk.
Daria Minovi is a senior analyst with the Union of Concerned Scientists, which conducted a study finding 13 million people nationwide live within 5 miles of these facilities. Do you think these rules will make a difference?
Absolutely. I think these rules are going to significantly decrease cancer risks in these communities.
While she calls the rules a step forward, Minovi is still concerned. Worried the EPA is allowing industry to delay implementation of the required pollution controls for 2 to 3 years due to concerns the tougher regulations could threaten the nation's supply of sterilized medical equipment.
Protect medical supplies for one community while also harming another one.
In Laredo, more than 83,000 people live within 5 miles of Midwest Sterilization. Midwest declined our request for an interview, but a spokesperson told Spotlight its Laredo facility is well into the process of implementing the changes necessary to meet and exceed the requirements of EPA's new rule, but the company would not provide details. Midwest is how far away?
About 4 or 5 blocks.
Maria has since moved her family farther away, but went back to their old home with Spotlight for the first time since Manny's death. What's it like to see this house now?
Memories. Beautiful memories and sad memories. I wish I could know if this would have been prevented.
In our next report, we'll take a closer look at reaction from the ETO industry to these new regulations and concerns the tougher rules could create a shortage of vital sterilized medical equipment nationwide. To see more of our reporting on ETO, just head over to spotlightinvestigates.com. In Laredo, Texas, for Spotlight on America, I'm Angie Moreski.